Hello and welcome back to King's Quest VII. Alright, so let's continue back where we came from, as I mentioned in the last video, and we'll take care of a little business back here in the desert. Now there's only one thing that we have left to do over here, at the moment anyway. And, well, two things if you count getting raspberried by the jackalope again. Yeah. So rude. But the other thing we have to do concerns the kangaroo rat.
Would you like to trade with me? You won't believe what you will see.
Yes, in fact, I would like to trade with you. We have a few more objects to offer this time around.
My, some sacred nectar juice. I'll just go fetch my largest moose.
No, that's all right. I don't know where I'd put a whole moose.
Well, I mean, you're carrying all this other crap around. Might as well stick a moose in there too, right?
What a cunning rubber fowl. How about a stuffed screech owl?
Ugh.
I think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Prefer a rubber chicken to a stuffed owl.
What a gorgeous work of art. Let me get my lizard heart.
Ugh.
I think I'll keep the statue. Thanks anyway.
Gross.
Aha! You offer me a book. I'll get my finest shepherd's crook.
Now that sounds like a good trade.
It does? I suppose a completely useless book for a partially useless stick with a hook on it. I suppose it works. Yeah. Valanice is all offended. Move along there, woman. Alright, well, I guess we came out on the better end of another deal with him, so we'll head back and see what we can use this newly acquired shepherd's crook for. But before we get to that part, we've got one more thing we can take care of here. We now have this sacred drink that Feldspar mentioned to us. And so we pour that in the statue here, and magical things will happen. Ta-da! A river and a bridge. And Attis.
Come, Lord Attis. Perhaps a drink from the River of Life will give you strength.
Who somehow got to the other side of the river. How he crossed those rocks with his moves.
The enchantment has been broken!
Indeed. Now perhaps I can save my lovely Ceres. Let us hurry, Valanice.
So you're gonna go that way, even though the rocks are already covered with water. Right, okay. You have fun with that. I'll be waiting for you over by the tree. Except you're already here. It's a miracle. Ooh, that's not good.
It would seem that the curse is stronger than I am, but I will not let her die. I will not.
I wish I could have helped you more, Lord Attis. But now I feel I must go to my daughter. I think she's in a dark land beyond these woods, and that she is in grave danger.
Valanice, if she is in Ooga Booga, you must pass through the swamp, and I have learned of a terrible monster who dwells there. I will help you evade him, but first I must try to save my lady love.
Alright, well, swamp monster, that's certainly not good, but at least we know about it now.
I vow I will help you if I can, noble Attis.
Alright, well, as I said earlier, the river, being restored, covered up the rocks that we used to use to cross it. But, fortunately for us, we now have a bridge, so we have no need for skipping across the rocks and hoping not to fall into the sludge and mud below. So, we're gonna head across the bridge and back into Falderall. We've done all we can to help Attis at the moment. The other statue here that needs to be filled with sacred fruit, we'll have to come back to that later on in the game. We'll find some stuff to put in there, but for right now, we're just gonna head back to Falderall and see if we can find a way to get through the woods. Ooga, where Rosella is. And of course, as you may recall, the whole purpose and the whole point behind stealing the statuettes was so that we could give it to the snake salesman, and he would get us through the woods.
You can't go through that door! There are, 600 bad-tempered weasels with crossbows right on the other side. Yeah, that's it. The weasels.
You're a bad-tempered weasel.
Well, thank you for the warning, little fellow.
Oh, big fat hairy rats.
What? No weasels? Oh, I'm sorely disappointed. And as you can see, the snake salesman is out still. But that's okay, because we have a little moon here to keep us occupied. We can actually pull the moon out of here using our handy new shepherd's crook.
I saw what you just did. You just stole the moon. Moon thief. Human. Party pooper.
You are under arrest for all of the reasons my lord the Archduke Yip Yap stated, plus the heinous and disgusting crime of having no fur or feathers to cover your bald face.
Let's lock her up till we can figure out what to do with her.
Oh dear.
Fever.
Well, that's not good. Chapter 4. Will a real troll king please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Well, hello there.
Thank you, kind sir.
Well, that elevator is not going to be useful anymore. I guess we won't be getting out by that road.
Nuts.
Nuts! Nuts! This is going to take forever. I can't stand this rotten, worthless little shovel. Look at that. Pathetic. This is enough dirt to suffocate a bug. Nuts!
Nobody will be using that elevator again.
True that.
Hello, good fellow. Thank you again. I wonder...
Okay, lady, I got your length. I can't start digging your grave until tomorrow, though. Sorry.
Grave? I'm not dead yet. In fact, I'm feeling good. I think I can go walk around now.
I don't need a grave just yet. Thanks to you, sir. Could you tell me if this is the land of Ooga Booga?
Yeah, this is Ooga Booga, all right.
Pardon me for saying so, but isn't that shovel a little too small for the task at hand?
Lady, this is the wrong equipment for the job. Here, let me show you something. This here's a fully automatic, steam-driven, rat-powered grave-digging machine. I made it myself. Those rotten kids broke in and they stole me power source. They took my rat.
Rat.
Sir, couldn't you just get another rat for your machine?
Nah, Iggy was trained special. Besides, there ain't no other rat as strong as Iggy. Or as smart, neither.
He must be a very special rodent.
He is, lady. He is.
If you say so, I'll just take your word on that.
Forgive me, lady. I don't mean to be rude or nothing, but I got to get some work done before I get even farther behind.
No problemo. Some interesting graffiti pictures on this door. A skull, a bat, and a spider. And those will come in handy later on. If you've seen my Let's Play of King's Quest IV, or if you've played it yourself, you may remember the funny gravestones that were littered around the graveyard in King's Quest IV. And here we have the same type of thing.
Strange author Phineas Smite liked to lurk in the shadows at night. He'd write hideous tales of green monsters with scales, and one day he just died of fright.
From his own novel. Great. Not the brightest
Lies
of
the
bunch.
corpse of Fats Woad. He ate till he bulged like a toad. One day he bought 20 stale pies for a penny. The 20th made him explode.
Ooh. Gross.
The sorrowful Marjorie Pratt liked to wail on the cliffs with her cat. One night, such a pity, she tripped on her kitty and fell off the cliff with a splat. Ugh.
Nice. This chapter actually, I played this game when I was much younger, and it actually put me off of King's Quest VII, or at least this specific chapter of it, for a long time. Just because it was so creepy, all this dead stuff around, and things popping up out of nowhere, kind of like that. And I really did not care for this game, for this chapter of the game at all. And there's someone we'll meet later on who especially got to me, just because of his tendencies to pop up in random spots.
A werewolf named Thaddeus Scabies tried to steal a poor farmer's 3 babies. As he crept through the house, he was nipped by a mouse who was mad, and the wolf died of rabies.
You could almost hear Rosella laughing when she read that one.
Marjorie, fragile and pale, always wore a voluminous veil. When her yards of black crape caught the wind like a cape, poor Margie blew off in the gale.
Yeah, so that's why they always say no capes. That was interesting. And that was not the guy I was talking about that pops up at random. We'll meet him in a little bit.
A paranoid fellow named Ed thought a monster lived under his bed. As he quailed in the dark, his dog gave a loud bark, and Ed leapt from the window in dread.
Oh. That sucks.
The debonair Archduke von Drake was always a bit of a rake. He chased a maid through the grass, but when he caught the lass, she drop-kicked him into the lake.
Score one for girl power.
The jumpy Dame Celia Nats had a terrible fear of black cats. She saw one in the night, jumped 10 feet in fright, and was carried away by large bats.
Interesting. Ah, there he is. This is the guy that always got to me. You'll see why in a little bit. If you stand around and don't do anything when he shows up, if you walk towards him, or maybe not. That was interesting. He's never actually not done anything before when I've seen him. Well, we'll meet him again later on.
Are you all right, ma'am? Can I help you? No one can help me!
Oh my.
Yikes! I guess some people just like to be left alone.
And I think some people like us will respect that. So yeah, that guy that we met earlier, that was the boogeyman. If you spend too long on any one screen, with the exception of like 1 or 2, I think, he'll pop up and try to get you. Yeah, you can pretty much guess what's gonna happen here.
That was awful. I should have done something.
Nah, it was a lot more fun to just watch you kick them. And guess who lives in that great big pile of bones? The boogeyman!
That guy is bad news. Next time, I'm not waiting to find out just how bad.
So that's what happens. He pops up, tries to get you. Not exactly sure what he does, but I would guess he probably eats you. That's, that would be my guess, not really knowing. Stones and a black cat.
The mad lady, Madeline Fair, grew convinced that she was a spring hare. On hands and on knees, she'd bounce through the trees till the day she ran into a bear.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Here's the body of Benjamin Crabby, who in life was incredibly grabby. Don't stand on his grave, for his corpse can't behave. Old Benji might pop up and nab ye.
No, yeah, right. Like he would actually pop up and... Okay, that's incorrect.
I guess I should have read the headstone more carefully.
Never know what can happen when everyone around you is dead.
No inscription.
Well, must not be anything in there then. Whoops. Well, there is now.
I can't believe I did that! My mother taught me to have better sense.
Yeah, but honestly, when have you ever listened to what other people have to say?
The daredevil Morrigan Wag smoked his pipe on a gunpowder keg. They found his head on the bridge and his arm near the ridge, but no one could find his left leg.
Well, that was a bad idea.
Count Cranky, a nasty old goat, slipped and got himself drowned in the moat. His family cheered, his squire disappeared, and even his dog seemed to gloat. Here lies Miss Marigold Gossom, who grew a carnivorous blossom. She fell into the weed, and it ate her with greed one day when she tripped on a possum.
A possum? That's kind of random. So yeah, it's pretty easy to escape him if you just run away. But unfortunately, sometimes he catches you when you can't run away, and then you're kind of up the creek, so to speak.
A mystic named Musafar White had a bed made of nails sharp and bright. He was taking a nap when into his lap jumped an elephant. Yuck, what a sight!
Ooh.
A monk known as Brother Bob Tweet gave up eating all grains and all meat. He next gave up fruit and veggies to boot, and he died a mere beanstalk with feet.
Nice. Very nice. Alright, there's nothing much you can do here. At the moment.
You little fiend! Get out of here!
Jerk.
Dr. Mort Cadaver. Ha! Now there's a name to inspire confidence.
Yes? May I help you?
Hello. I am Rosella of Daventry. May I ask you a few questions?
Certainly, Miss Rosella. Do come in. Quickly, please. Welcome to Ooga Booga, Miss Rosella. I am Dr. Mort Cadaver, coroner. How may I help you?
I'm seeking King Otark, ruler of the trolls. I've heard that he's been detained in this land. Have you heard anything about him?
No, but I bet that wicked Militia is behind it. Since she caused the destruction of our beloved ruler, Count Tepish, this land has slipped into chaos. The boogeyman thinks he owns the place, and those horrid kids have run amok. I'm afraid to go outside anymore.
If they're just kids, can't you do something to stop them?
I'm just the town doctor. I spend a great deal of time replacing limbs, reattaching noses, you know. But I could hold my own against those kids. Until last week, that is, when I gave my spine away to a charming lady who'd fallen off a cliff. It seems that without a backbone, I can't stand up to anyone. Oh, well, excuse me, my dear. I must fill out some death certificates now.
Yeah, it's hard to stand up to people when you don't have a backbone. Oh my, oh my.
Oh, what's wrong with him?
Oh, Mr. Nibbler here is in for an attitude adjustment.
Hey, lady. Got any fava beans?
That's creepy.
Closer, Rosella. Closer.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from you.
That's quite a nice coffin. What do you use it for?
Most of my patients like to nap here while they're waiting, my dear. To tell you the truth, I nap in it myself when business is slow. It's so comfortable.
Yeah. I'll just take your word on that.
Leg of lizard, eye of newt, toxic toadstool powder, monosodium glutamate. Yikes.
MSG. And toadstool powder. Where have we seen that before?
Dr. Cadaver, you really should have a spine. Can you get yours back?
Oh, I couldn't. The patient must come first. But, Miss Rosella, I'd do anything for another one. I tried a broomstick and some dried spaghetti, but it just wasn't the same.
Dr. Cadaver, who exactly are these kids?
Oh, just some dreadful urchins. I don't think they'll ever grow up, since they've been children for the past 130 years. The Count used to keep them in check, but since he's gone, they run wild.
Yeah, people don't tend to grow up when they're dead.
Doctor, what can you tell me about the boogeyman?
Stay away from him, young lady. He's always been evil, but with Melicia's encouragement, he's become downright vicious. Run whenever you see him.
Yeah, we already figured that one out, thanks.
Excuse me, my dear, but my nerves are shot, and I am at a very delicate point in this process.
Delicate, eh? Well, we can at least close the gate behind us when we leave. Oh. That was creepy. Stick your tongue out at me, will you? Nasty little kid. We'll just see about that. Oh dear.
Oh boy, I thought that looked like a spider web.
Okay, never mind. We won't see about that. We will just leave you alone. If we go north here, we'll end up back at our gravedigger friend's place. if we go south... swamp creature.
Hello there? I'm Rosella of Davin.
No!
I think it's going to take drastic measures to get past that nasty thing.
Drastic measures such as running away? Yeah, I'll go with that. And that was the swamp creature that Addis mentioned to Valanice. So now we know what he looks like. Now, in order to go further, we have to... there we go. Wait for this to happen. See, the kids have an elevator that you can also use to get up into their clubhouse so you don't have to climb the web and get caught by the spider. So if we catch the elevator when it's down, we know the kids are out, we can ride it up. And there's all sorts of weird stuff in here.
I'm never giving one of those things to my children. Never, ever, ever.
Well, the one you would give them wouldn't be that creepy. And what have we here? Well, it's a backbone. How fortuitous. And also pick up a nice looking foot in a bag.
I suppose...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know she was going to say something there. I think she says, I suppose the lady never knows when she'll need a foot in a bag or something like that, but... Sorry about that.
Hi, guys.
Hi!
Eek!
Suppose she didn't expect the shrunken heads to actually talk back.
Eek!
And you can actually jump out the window. Not sure why you'd want to, but you can. I think if you hang around in the clubhouse long enough, the kids actually show up. But, and that might be a cause for you to jump out of the window, to get away from them. Because if you don't get away from them, they will attack you if you're in the clubhouse.
Do come in, Miss Rosella. Excuse me, Miss Rosella. I'll be right with you. Now then, Mr. Bugbear, let's fix that broken heart of yours.
Literally broken.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Cadaver.
Interesting.
What can I do for you, Miss Rosella?
Well, it's more like what I could do for you.
Dr. Cadaver, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I am eternally grateful to you. I would like to repay you in some small way. Ah. Here, just what every young lady needs. A dear little pet to keep her company. I made him myself.
Thank you, Dr. Cadaver.
Did you now? Weird pet. Spare parts. Yeah, about that. Thanks, I suppose.
Closer, Rosella. Closer.
Ugh, you're creepy. Alright, well, it looks like we've run out of time for this episode. So when we come back, we'll head back out and see what else we can dig up and other fun things we can do while we're out there. So, thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time. Bye.